light's been on. Well, I'll get on to another little bit of a note. That is a little, let the mayor know what's going on. And I'll tell you guys a very short thing that just happened to me today. Some kind of funny. I mean, my dog, I have 3 dogs. And 2 of them are, one's a Beagle, the other one's an Irish Foxhound. They're both hounds. And my one, he's a big baby. He's always wanting to ride with me in my cage. Well, he knew I was heading out today to do this, and he wanted so bad to go for a ride on a bike. And this dog's always with me. I mean, he must have seen Yoshi with his masters riding around. I mean, I'm like, no, we don't do that. Not safe. So, I mean, that's just a little piece. I mean, it was so, I mean, I hate leaving them behind, but I mean, I don't ride with an animal on my bike. I just don't do that. Just don't do that. Just don't do that. So I named in this little bit of it, it's going to be a longer video, named 2 guys, 2 vloggers. You got Suburban Rider and you got Yoshi, which I'll put both links down in the description box for you guys. And I'll do a little bit of a quick information about you guys, about me. I probably bore you to death with how slow I talk. I mean, first thing, I am a new rider. This is only year 2 for me, riding a bike. So I kind of tend to think a lot and look around me, which makes, I know, a lot of you guys sick due to the fast camera speed. And so one of the other reasons why I do talk slower, I tend to talk slower. I mean, and this is just a little bit of information for you guys. And the trolls will probably have fun with it. But whenever I was a child, I would stutter. And I do tend to stutter still. But it's just an occasional thing. I tend to catch it so it doesn't seem quite as pronounced. So what I do tend to do is I tend to think out a little bit ahead what I am wanting to say. Not too far ahead to where my mind is overthinking my mouth, you should say. Your mind overthinking your mouth. And hence, I tend to pause a lot and think of what I am doing. What am I saying? And see if it kind of makes a little bit of sense too as it comes out. Calling for miserable weather today. I can live with that. I can live with that. Long I get out, get some riding in, and you know what? Enjoy being out with these guys. Because I mean, I've been around for a little while. I've learned to sit back and kind of enjoy it a little bit. And more time, it'll even be nicer. I got several rides in thought and plans. One's coming up at the beginning of, not this month coming up, because we're at the end of the month already, but the month after that, I call it a long area local ride, and I'll be enjoying that one. I'll be going up getting my bike inspected, and yeah. Get my bike inspected. I'm going to hit some local riding things around the area. And they're trying to figure out why I was getting such a high idle, which I know part of it. I actually bumped my idling set screw the other day. I was up getting underneath there doing some cleaning, and I changed a few battery cables out, and of course my big old hammy hands, as I call it, had to bump my screw setting. It's not really a screw, it's kind of a knob. There isn't really it should be like a lock nut on it. There isn't. So I gotta play with it for a little bit. I mean, it's just like a hair difference, and the idle goes way up. And he says, "Oh, I'm not supposed to be here." Does not make it not rideable. Makes it more fun. So I just use the clutch a little bit to bring it down. And you'll stay down for me. Fun and games, fun and games. That's part of owning an old motorcycle. If you're not wanting to play with it, a bike, it's not for you. You don't want to work on a bike, don't get an old motorcycle. If you don't enjoy the old, I call it the blue smoke in the morning, the blue smoke in the morning, don't get an old motorcycle unless you have it rebuilt. At least don't get a two-cycle, crying out loud. I have a friend who lives, let's say an hour away, maybe a little more. Yeah, it would be about an hour away. He's got a early 70s H1 3-cylinder, and anybody that does not know what those are, those were the early 70s answer to the dual sport. And I went down there. I mean, the guy's a nice guy. I really enjoy riding with him. He started his bike out with first startup, and while I was there, and I told him, let's go for a ride, and I didn't realize how much that bike was smoking. I literally had a film of oil on the front of my visor. You know what? I've been thinking about this for a little bit. I mean, for about a week now, actually. And I figured, I was kind of playing around. My helmet, as you guys are looking out, I mean, it's kind of like a bluish, not really a tint though, it's supposed to be a clear cheap helmet. I was thinking about upgrading my visor. I'd like to know what everybody thinks. I already asked one of my subscribers. I mean, I hold his opinion dearly. But I mean, I'm going to throw this out. This is a discussion thing. you guys think about what kind of visor should I get as far as tinting goes? I want to get a tinted visor, but I got a toss-up. I don't want to. I'm thinking about going with the what they call it smoke tint, which is just a little bit darker than what I have actually. And also I'm thinking about going out with the tint that has the mirror on the outside. They actually call that one tint. Oh, she's stuck. She's stuck a little bit. Where I looked it up, they call that tint. And the one I mentioned about the smoke is actually the, they call it just smoke. Now, being a new rider, this is actually be the first new visor replacement for me. And at one time, I had looked at them and decided, you know what, I'm not going to replace the visor due to the price, because at one time the company I ordered my helmet through wanted close to the same price for the visor as they wanted for the helmet as I paid for it. But now I found a place that will sell me the visor, and I mean it's cheap. Let me just put it that way. Just put it that way, it's cheap. And I realized when it's dark, the tint is going to be hard to see at night, but I'm not really in my eyes. I have the option, of course, just to pop my visor up. I do wear glasses. I have plastic lenses. My idle is high. So, I mean, they're supposed to be shatterproof, but I really don't want to test that out, but I can do it. I can do it as, I can pop it up as needed. More time around the block, and I'm going to close this up. So what do you guys think? I mean, what do you guys experience with this? I mean, I know I can use it, or I can lose it. I mean, that's just the way life is. I want to see if I can start a discussion on this. My helmet, to be honest with you, I like the style my helmet is. I know it's a cheap one. It was only supposed to be a starter, just to get me out riding. But I think I'm going to keep it around for a few more years. If not, if I happen to pick up another helmet, just as a backup. Okay, I'm going to close it out here. Thanks for watching my videos. You've been watching with MuzzleMike.